After years of walking in the shadows of Apple and Samsung, the Chinese phone maker is stepping into the light and forging a new path with its new Android smartphone, the OnePlus 7 Pro. With a premium glass and metal design, a sharper notch-free display, a pop-up selfie camera, a faster and more responsive in-display fingerprint sensor, and a triple camera system on the rear, the OnePlus Pro has more than enough going for it to earn its Pro name. That said, the OnePlus 7 Pro is still cheaper than the top phones from Samsung, Apple, Sony and Huawei, so it's not going to break the bank, and with its pop-up camera party trick and glorious all-screen design, there's a lot to love. There's a whole lot of screen on the OnePlus 7 Pro. With a 6.67-inch QHD display, free of notches, punch-hole cameras and any oversized bezels. The front of the phone is pretty much all-screen and it looks great, with a colorful punch thanks to the AMOLED panel. We found the OnePlus 7 Pro could last more than a day on a single charge, which is great news and something not all handsets in our phone list can do. There's a triple camera setup around the back of the OnePlus 7 Pro, with Sony's 48-megapixel sensor, your main snapper, but with telephoto and wide-angle secondary options too. It's a solid snapper, but it doesn't quite challenge the likes of Google Pixel 3 range. However, there's something fun on the front, not that you can see the front-facing camera, that's because it's hidden in the body and pops out of the top of the phone when required. The OnePlus 7 Pro is closer to delivering everything you want from a flagship phone than any previous OnePlus handset, while still being able to undercut the big-name competition. The Honor 20 Pro doesn't look particularly different from any standard Android phone. The Honor 20 Pro looks, feels and runs like a premium smartphone, but without the polish or the hype, and most importantly without the price tag. It's a sleek and powerful mid-range smartphone. The phone has 6.26-inch screen and uses LCD Full HD Plus tech. This phone has an impressive 91.6% screen-to-body ratio. The power button and fingerprint sensor are one and the same. This phone has 4000 mAh battery and could easily last for a day. It supports 22.5-watt fast charging. The Honor 20 Pro's camera setup is one of its biggest selling points. This phone has 4 cameras. The 4 cameras are as follows: a 48-megapixel 1.4 aperture main snapper with optical image stabilization, a 16-megapixel sensor with a wide-angle lens, an 8-megapixel sensor with a telephoto lens and OIS, and a 2-megapixel macro camera. On the front, there is a 32-megapixel selfie camera, which generally take high-quality pictures. Like most Honor devices, the 20 Pro also comes with Magic UI 2.1 on top of the Android 9.0 Pie OS. This phone has Kirin 980 chipset and 8GB of RAM. There is a 256GB of internal storage also. The Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus is the best smartphone available right now. It's a big phone that's designed for big hands, and it takes the very best of what's on the smartphone market and puts it together in a compelling package that we have loved testing. The Super AMOLED 6.4-inch display has been measured as the very best around, with super colors, great dynamic range and essentially the very best viewing experience you can have on a mobile phone. The default resolution is Full HD+, but you can crank it to QHD+, and it's very sharp, with HDR10+ for superior contrast and color. That's a very important feature if you are a movie watcher on your phone. Plus, there's a fingerprint scanner embedded in the display. The battery life on the Galaxy S10 Plus is an improvement over the S9 Plus, thanks to the larger 4100 mAh battery inside. It will easily reach bedtime with double digits still left in the tank. The S10 Plus also offers Samsung new wireless power share, allowing you to wirelessly charge other devices on the rear of the handset. The back has a triple lens camera that takes normal, telephoto and new ultra-wide photos. You can capture more of what's in front of you without having to take few steps back. The Galaxy S10 Plus is packed full of the best Samsung has to offer, and it comes together to give you the best smartphone experience around right now. The Huawei P30 Pro is the best smartphone when it comes to photography. The Huawei P30 Pro is so close to being the best smartphone right now, and for some people it's already in the top spot. It's the best phone we have used when it comes to photography with 5x and 10x zoom capabilities and fantastic low light performance. The large 6.47-inch screen on the P30 Pro may only have a Full HD Plus resolution, but it's bright, clear and colorful, providing an excellent canvas for your apps and games. The Huawei P30 Pro packs a 4200 mAh battery, which is larger than those in pretty much all of its rival. The Huawei P30 Pro packs in a Kirin 980 chipset and 8GB of RAM, giving the handset plenty of power under the hood. This means the P30 Pro is capable of handling any app you throw at it. With fast load times and the ability to render graphically demanding games such as PUBG on the highest settings without skipping a bit. There's no worry when it comes to P30 Pro potentially running out of juice. The battery life here is excellent. The Huawei P30 Pro's standout feature is its camera setup. It's the feature Huawei is marketing the phone around, and for good reason, as a camera phone it's excellent. On the rear, you will find a quad camera array comprising of 40 megapixel main sensor, 8 megapixel telephoto camera, 20 megapixel ultra-wide-angle lens, and time-on-flight depth sensing camera. The cameras of P30 Pro sets a new standard for the entire mobile industry. Its 4 rear cameras are quite simply astonishing. The design is eye-catching and powerful. It is providing good 5x and 10x zoom and a digital 50x zoom, which gets you insanely close to the objects far off in the distance. Its low light capabilities are also top-notch. The P30 Pro not only sets a new standard for Huawei, it sets a new standard for the entire mobile industry. It's a true flagship